Hey everybody. I think I have a previous post that's still trying to upload, but so I might say some of the same things, but it's been a tough couple of days. Husband's out of town, so I'm taking care of the kids by myself and still recovering from being out sick all last week. Got this weird thing where I'm stuffed up but feel runny at the same time. I don't know. I heard there's like a new COVID variant, so I just keep testing myself every other day, and so far nothing. But I had my lymph nodes last week and had a conjunctivitis, which is finally clearing up. And I just tried to go to work. I was in my car for an hour and a half. There was a crash on 24 going into Walnut Creek area, and I was on 13 trying to connect to 24, and it was totally backed up. So I just came home after already having a tough morning of trying to get my kids off to school and trying to get cupcakes together for my son's class birthday parties, and almost getting into a crash trying to get to the school because there's always these intersections that no one sees you, and the cupcakes going flying, and I had to refix them. And once I dropped off my son extremely late, I got back in the car and just started crying. And then proceeded to try to drive to school and ended up in the car for about an hour and a half before I came home. I don't know. And it's not like I feel better this week. I mean, I feel better, but I don't feel better. Still feel a lot of congestion and pressure. Still feel like I get headaches and like I feel like a sinus cold or something after all this stuff. And it's just, ever since COVID, just things feel like they're just revolving into the next thing as if nothing's changing. I'm also starting to think that the space and window of joy and happiness and feeling like you're not going to be crushed under everything is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Even over something simple as my husband's parking spot. Somebody was parked in his spot for almost a week, and then they left this morning, and of course I couldn't move his car because I had to take the kids to school. And after my hour and a half of trying to get to work, I come back and there's like another huge blue SUV parked in the spot. So I don't know. Do you feel like you can't catch a break sometimes ever? I don't know, I have friends in my life who are always wanting me to like look at the positive, cultivate, what you want from the universe. And I've tried. I've told myself several times I wanted 2024 to be my year to get healthy, to get strong, to feel better and be better. And it's just not happening. Or I just have to go through this muck before I get there, which is still annoying. Anyway, the only thing I can do is just be honest about where I'm at. And I think that's the only truth I can do. I don't know if you're up for that kind of stuff. Hey, if you're in a positive place and you feel like it's always about uplifting people and always thinking about the positive and always being at 10, good for you. I feel like it doesn't always work for me. So, maybe it's being a special needs mom. I think we go through a lot more muck than some. Not that we all don't go through our muck, but it's just a different intensity level. And I am also realizing I've got my own special needs, so it's just, not only are your children fighting you, but your own body's fighting you. So there's that. Anyway, my husband's going to be coming back from his out-of-town work trip tonight. I just look forward to simpler things now, like feeling better, hopefully, and school ending. And I didn't sign up for any work over the summer like I did last summer, because last summer was crazy with trying to get a summer job and trying to help take care of my dad, and then my dad passing away, and it just insanity. I just want to do less. So even if I don't get healthier, and even if it's harder to be stronger, and even if it's just taxing, I want to do less. And I think that my goals just have to start to be smaller. Do less, and hopefully get back to more self-care. And probably not going to do a retreat this year, but maybe next year, because those are helpful. Retreats, getaways, recharging, those are all good for me. This should be good for anybody, you just need that. That's about it. Sometimes I daydream that someone's going to surprise me with tickets to Taylor Swift in another country, and we just fly off and go see her, and it's like, amazing. I mean, why can't life be like that? Why can't you just get like crazy, fabulous surprises that remind you everything isn't about the drudgery of ins and outs of the same old every day. Anyway, I know there are a lot more intense things going on in this world. There are people dealing with harder things, and I'm thinking of them too. I think about Palestine and other countries every day, dealing with occupation and subjugation and oppression and all that. But I also need my own mental health and space too. So, how to be a good person in the world community and how to take care of ourselves. That is the conundrum. Especially when we're trying to fight so hard, and so many people we put in our power of our government don't really care as much. Anyway, this day might be a wash. I might be home all day. I don't know if I'm going to go to work with the traffic this morning. And that might be okay. I'm just going to have my soup, take a rest, and recalibrate and rethink things. And I'm going to just give you this last piece of advice. People might think you're rude if you're constantly canceling, but sometimes you just got to constantly cancel stuff. And take a big inventory, realize you got to do less. Sometimes you got to do less. It's tough, especially if you're just getting sick a lot like me. I haven't been able to volunteer and do as much as I would like. All I could say is good luck out there and take care of yourselves.